like any exercises that I do for sort of prehab kind of?
Anything really. Yeah, like the prehab type stuff.
Like I would do like I enjoy that sort of thing, like the prehab and all the kind of smaller exercises they play quite an important role. Like it is
Definitely
important to do these necessary movements, and say for like my shoulders, because I've had different issues with my right shoulder, and it is, you can see it still can if I do too many pressing movements, and I know that it is because I've got a weakness in some of the like the smaller muscles in the back of my shoulder, like they don't always switch on straight away.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get pain in the front of my shoulder. This doesn't happen very often now, but it used to be quite an issue for a while. So doing a lot of, shoulder exercises to try and get those muscles firing, I think helps. So a lot of, like an exercise, I'll do a few different things, like external rotation to kind of get those ones going, because that's my specific weakness actually.
I've seen you doing some like presses as well, like bottom up kettlebell presses and holds and things like that.
Is that I love the bottoms up press. I think it's great because it's going to get those muscles working hard. Like, you're going to have to switch on as well. It's going to strengthen your wrist, elbow, it's a core. It's like it's just a really good movement. So I like anything with the bottoms up. So I would say the bottoms up press for the shoulder, as well as squatting with the kettlebell in the bottoms up position is really good. That'll kind of hit if you're trying to, if you get pain in your back or something from squatting because your core isn't doing enough work. That was a really good way to get that.
How do you typically program that within a session? Do you normally do that like separate, or do you do it at the end of a session for like 5-10 minutes?
Yeah, I would do it either way. So like yesterday, for example, I just did a core, basically a session really, and I'll do the bottoms up press a couple of times. So sometimes I'll do it at the end, sometimes I'll do it to kind of warm up if I'm doing something, or if I know I'm going to be using my shoulders a lot.
Yeah.
Especially, or it's more like chest movements actually. So if I know I'm going to be doing a lot of pressing like that, and then I don't do a lot of bench or anything, but if I did do a bench press, I would have to kind of try and get the right muscles activated, because that's quite a trigger. And that at the minute is just what I'm doing. I'm trying to just avoid that from getting worse. So it's not an issue now. It was in the past, but it's still something that if I'm not careful with, it kind of pops up. But I would do like sometimes I'll do the kettlebell press. If it's not a heavy weight, then I'll do it to kind of warm up a bit.
Yeah.
And if I'm doing, even if I do say like a Metcon, I'll do like a really small, like 5-minute AMRAP of like some low like intensity movements, including like the bottoms up press, before I do really intense things, because I don't just want to jump into doing, a heavy weight or something.
Yeah.
And just doing that about. So